Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gloria, and in today's video I want to talk about how to find your purpose in life. How to find your purpose. Purpose is something, the word is very big. It's very big, especially to a lot of people that are trying to find what their purpose is in life. The word purpose, once they hear purpose, they go, oh my god, how can I find my purpose? Oh my god, I don't know what my purpose is. What are the steps that I need to follow to know what my purpose is? Today I'm going to be explaining in simple and clear terms, because a lot of people like me, when is when things are explained with big grammar, we tend to but today I'm going to be explaining it in a very simplified way for people like me that find it difficult to understand all these big motivational speakers and big people that use big name and big grammar to define stuff. Okay, now let's start from the basics. Let's start from the beginning. What is purpose? In the layman understanding, when they say what is your purpose, when they ask you what is the purpose of something, it just means the reason why that thing exists. Take for instance, what is the purpose of light? The purpose of light is to give illumination, is to light up a place. That's the purpose of light. What is the purpose of a cup? The purpose of a cup is to be filled and to drink. Because if there is no cup, what are we going to use to drink water? You can argue that we can use plates or we can use any other thing to drink, but the main purpose of a cup is for it to be filled for us to use to drink water. I will give one more example. What is the purpose of a pen? The purpose of a pen is to write. So it's just as simple as that. The purpose of a thing or a person is the reason why that thing exists, the reason why that thing was created, the reason why that thing exists. So for a human being, purpose is that thing that gives you a sense of significance. That thing that gives you a sense of, a sense of significance, what you are created for, something that gives you a sense of meaning, something that gives you a sense of direction. So that's why you see a lot of people, they'll go like, oh, I don't know what my purpose is. How can I find my purpose? Where do I have to go to find my purpose? Now, the truth is, do you need to go up on a mountain or go down the valley to find your purpose? No, you don't have to do all of that. Because he that created you and put you in the surface of this earth, that created you and put you on this earth, knows that there is a reason why he has created you. So how do you find that purpose? How do you find the reason why you were created in the first place? You are going to find your purpose as you go through life. Yes, as you go through life, that's how you are going to find your purpose. Different people. How many people do we have in this world? Billions of people. For every person that lives in this life, there is something they are created to come and do. Even some people, they born them today, they come into the earth today, 1 week later they go back. They did not go back by chance. There was a reason for them to come in the first place. Yes, a couple like husband and wife, they keep having issues, they keep having problems, and along the line a child comes. 1 week, 2 weeks, the child goes back. And after the child goes back, the husband and the wife, they begin to bond, they begin to, find themselves again in the marriage. And you think it's a mistake that the child came, stayed for 2 weeks, and went back? No. The purpose of the child was to come and mend that marriage. The purpose of the child was to come and fix things between the parents. So it does not matter. That's the thing. For every human being on the surface of the earth, their time on earth is different. And we don't know how much time we have on the surface of the earth. We don't know. Some people have a long time. Some people have short time. Some people don't live, up until 50. Some people have short time, while some have long time. But we don't know what time we have. And that is why we do not need to waste time. We do not need to waste time. We just need to live. Just live in this life. Enjoy yourself. You know why? Because in living, in going through good times, bad times, not so good times, that is when clarity will begin to come to you. That is when clarity will begin to come to you, in the areas you do not know. Some people, there was a time I was speaking to a friend of mine, okay? I started creating content, and then she too, she has interest with content creation. And then she was asking me, how did you find your niche? I'm struggling. I don't know what to create content about. I have struggled. How do I find what I like to create content about? And then I asked her, so right now, what are you creating content about? She's like, she's all over the place. Today she creates content about motivating people. Tomorrow she creates content about food, and then next time she creates content about something else that she doesn't know what she's doing, and for that reason she's going to stop creating content altogether. And then I told her, I said, for you to be able to know what you're meant to be creating content around, what you're meant to be creating content about, you are not going to find that thing if you stop creating content altogether. You're not going to find it. For you to be able to find out, to know what your purpose when it comes to content creation is, what your message is, because for every content creator, there is a message the person is passing to a group of people. The person might not even know, but every person that creates content, be it offline or online, there is a message, and there is a message you are passing to a group of people. So I told her, for you to be able to know what you are going to be creating content about, for you to find what you are meant to create content about, you have to keep creating content. Even though you say in your mind, oh my God, I'm lost, I don't know what to, keep creating. And it's okay for you to create content for a while and see that, no, this is and the truth is, when you're doing something and you know that this is not what you're meant to be doing, you will know. Thank you. If you're just joining, thank you so much. Oh, Sharon, I see you. Today's life is about finding your purpose. People who are struggling to find their purpose, that's what today's life is about. So I'm saying, if you're saying, oh, I don't know what to do, I don't know how to create content, you have to keep creating that content for you to find what you are meant to create content about. And it's okay for you to create content for a while and then you realize that this content is not for me. You will know. It's just like a lady or a guy being in a relationship. I always say to people, when a lady, God created men and women differently. Some people will disagree, but it's the truth. God created men and women differently. Men and women, they are wired differently, but they are not, God, they are equal, but they are equal, but I don't want to say they are equal. No, I don't want to say men and women are equal, because men and women are not equal. Men and women are not equal. They are just unique in their own two different ways. So back to what I'm saying. God created men and women. I don't know how he did it, but if you're a woman and you get into a relationship with a man, from the very first week, then this life is for you. After this life, you have clarity with what your purpose is. Yes, I'm telling you. Now, for a woman, for every time a woman gets into a relationship, maybe the woman is trying to find a life partner, every time she gets into a relationship, if the person she gets into a relationship is somebody that she can settle with, she knows 1 week into the relationship, she already knows if she wants to stay or she doesn't want to stay. If the person is not someone she can settle with, but she still wants to stay for the time being, there's something she's staying for. Is either she's staying for the financial support she's getting at that moment, or she's getting some sort of support one way or the other. She'll stay. But immediately she finds somebody that she knows that is her life partner, she will leave. But for men, a man will just enter a relationship. He does not even know if the woman is for him or not. Some men will enter into a relationship because the woman is, satisfying him sexually or satisfying him with food. They will just stay, say, oh. But a woman knows. That is why I say I don't want to say a woman and a man. God created them different, unique in their own different ways. So a woman will enter a relationship, she knows if she wants to stay or not. She knows if you are the person for her or not. Even if you're not the person, if she still wants to stay, she will stay for something she's getting at that moment. So for you to be able to find your purpose, for you to be able to find why you are on this earth, it's not by going up to the mountains or going to a river or going somewhere for them to lay hands on you. Stop going to places for people to be laying hands on you. You don't know the places, you don't know the kind of power they carry, you don't know the kind of energy they carry. Stop allowing people lay hands on your head. For you to be able to find your purpose, you need to do what you are doing currently. What are you doing currently? What are you into? What are you doing for work? Whatever your hands find to do, do it well. Whatever your hands find to do it well. Be it small. Be it that you're working for someone. Some people think that everybody is going to be an entrepreneur. That's not true. Everybody is not going to be Elon Musk or Jeff Bezos, Abby, that's his name, or I don't know, Bill Gates. Everybody will not build empires. Some people are called Moses. Some people, they are called on this earth to create things. In fact, some people are called to create things. Some people are called to liberate things, to liberate people, to bring about innovation. Some people are created to give support. Some people are created Moses. Some people are created Aaron. Some people are created to give support. That's why you see some people, when they are doing so good, there's always somebody maybe on their team that is as good as them, but find fulfillment, find joy in supporting. Not everybody is going to be a Moses. Not everybody is going to create $1 billion businesses. You can make money by being an employee. You can still make money by being a service provider. You can make money by being a product seller. You can make money by being someone that works with your hands. The only thing is, know how to apply the principles of wealth. Once you know the principles of wealth, apply it. Go east, go west, go north and south. The principles are universal. Principles are universal. Anywhere you go, you apply those principles, they will work. And what is the first principle? What is the first principle of finding your purpose? The first principle of finding your purpose is, whatever you find to do, whatever your hands find to do, do it well. Do it well. You don't have to see, sometimes, and the reason I'm doing this live is because of women. I am so passionate about women, and the reason is because I find out that a lot of women, after they get married, before they get married, in short, society have put a lot of pressure on women that they channel all their life and energy around finding a man. Now, I'm not saying finding a man is bad. No, I have a husband. Okay? Finding a man is not bad. But the thing is, a lot of young people, a lot of women, the women before us, the women that will come after us, our great-great-grandparents, they channel all their life looking for man, trying to secure a man by any way possible. I was in that shoe. I used torchlight to be finding man that is for me, that is suitable for me. So it is something that a lot of women do till now. Some people are still doing it. It's everywhere. We cannot help it. But our purpose is not tied to finding a husband alone, because some women are called to be, their purpose is to be mothers. Their purpose is to be housewives, mothers that will be present in the life of their children. Now let's rewind back a little bit. Why do we get married? Why did God create us on this earth to get married? The reason is to raise godly seeds. We are created on the surface of the earth to, multiply. Yes, go into the world and multiply. The purpose of us on this earth, part of the purpose is to recreate, is to raise godly seeds. Now, some women, their purpose is going to be being at home, being present in the life of their children. Because a lot of the times when parents give birth to children and they leave these children with nannies, with siblings, to go and hustle, a lot of the time we are distracted from raising the children. We are caught up more with, hustling, looking for money, trying to get money to pay bills. I'm not saying that is wrong. Some people is going to be okay for them. But some women, they are called to be mothers. They are called to be stay-at-home mothers. Now, for you to be a stay-at-home mother or mothers does not mean you cannot find ways to make money being a stay-at-home mom. Thank God for technology. You can be at home and still be making income as a woman. So it's not about not making money or making financial this thing. No, you can be at home and still make money. The point I'm trying to make is some people are called to be stay at home moms. Some people are called to be professionals. Not everybody is going to be a professional. Not everybody is going to work in an office. Not everybody is going to. Just know what your essence is about. Thank you for joining. Let me read some comments. I see a lot of comments here. Okay. Oh, I gathered you. I gathered. Yeah, I have had the same issues. I'm just climbing out of my silence because I felt I had too many hearts. I see you, Sharon, and I hear you. I'm going to talk about that in a minute, okay? But let me just quickly read some of these comments. True that. Keep busy. Women are very gifted in creativity with hands. You won't know where you fit if you don't try anything. True. And I agree. True. True. Annie says hi. Hi. Okay. So when it comes to finding your purpose, like Sharon said, you will not know what you're. We are back. Network went off. Oh, thank you so much for staying. If you're still here, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. The network was bad. So, a lot of the times, women, we are caught up. We are caught up with finding marriage. Marriage, we think that our core purpose, our sole purpose in life is to find a man, which is part of it. But not everybody is going to get married. Truth be told, not everybody is going to get married. Not everybody is going to bear children. Some people are going to be mothers to the motherless. Some people are going to be mothers to the orphans, right? So not everybody is going to be wives. Not everybody is going to be husbands, sadly. Now, women, once they find a man and they give birth to children, they feel that they have achieved their purpose in life, and then they leave it at that. No, there is more to you than just being a wife and a mother. There is much more to you, because there is a potential God put inside of you that you need to let come out. You know, a lot of the time we think that we our purpose must be very big. It must be very, it must be very heavy for it to be significant, but that's not true. For someone who God gave a purpose that is big, and to him he gave purpose that is not big, when the time comes for you to account for what you are given, he's not going to ask you if he gave you something big or something small. It's just like the parable of the talents. You know, the master that gave his servants talent, and the one that went and buried the talent, saying, my master, you're a very wicked person, you gave me only one talent. And because of that, he buried the talent and did not, multiply that. God is not going to ask you if you think the talent he gave you or the purpose why he created you is small or big. So for every purpose, for every talent, for everything he has given everybody, he expects you to use it. And how are you going to use it? What do you know how to do? What do you know how to do? What do you know how to do? You know how to motivate people. You know how to talk to people. You know how to cook. You know how to sew. You know how to, what do you know how to do? It does not have to be something big. Your purpose does not have to be something big. For people who have found their purpose early, I celebrate you. If you have found your purpose early, I celebrate you. But if you're like Sharon and like me, that we have so many hats and we are struggling for which one to pick, my dear, do all of them. As you are doing all of them, you are going to find the one that God says stay there. That is the one for you. I used to struggle with it too. I used to struggle with it for the longest of time. I thought that my purpose in this life is to be um a flight attendant, something I would do for work, because to I like to serve people. It gives me joy. I don't know why, but I like to serve people. I like to make people comfortable. So, um, and when I started looking for work, that is the line of work I started with. I served in restaurants. I served in. I like to serve. Okay, but I thought so because I like to serve, I decided that okay, you know what, I'm going to take it a step higher. I started as a waitress. I did ground hostess, at the airport. And then I'm like, okay, you know what? I've done ground hostess, I've done restaurants, I've done this, I've done that. Okay, let me take it a step higher. Let me become a flight attendant, okay? Because for the longest of time as a child, I started dreaming of becoming a flight attendant as early as 12. And I remember 12 because that was the time my mom used to take me to where she used to sell, and we used to go through the airport. And every time we enter a bus and we are going through the airport to go to Ikeja where she used to sell, I would see those planes that used to park at the airport along airport road in Lagos. I would look at the planes. I'll be like, one day I'm going to be a flight attendant. I don't even know what they are called that time. I would say in my mind, one day I'm going to be those people that walk in the plane. That's what I used to say. One day I'm going to be one of those people that walk in the plane. This dream of mine did not come to realization until I was almost 30. I was almost 30, because every time I say, okay, you know what, I'm going to save money, I'm going to save money to go for training, I will go and find out the money they are calling is big money. At that time, I know I cannot afford it. I will say to myself, okay, you need to keep working, and I'll be saving little by little. I was not able to become a flight attendant until I was almost 30. Now, after becoming a flight attendant, and then I realized that I hated the job. I didn't hate to serve. I just hated the fact that I am always moving from one place to the other. I didn't have time to spend with my family and friends. I didn't have time to take care of myself properly because I wasn't eating properly. I was eating a lot of junk. So I realized that I didn't like the job. So if I hadn't, become a flight attendant when I did, I would still be thinking that, oh, I want, my purpose is to become a flight attendant. I must be a flight attendant. But because I got to the point where I was able to become a flight attendant, I realized that it's not for me. The job is very glamorous, You travel to different countries, you sleep in 5-star restaurants. I say 5-star restaurants. You sleep in 5-star hotels, you eat meals but the life is not for me. If I didn't get to that point, I wouldn't know that is not for me. So for you to be able to find your purpose, you will not find your purpose by staying at a spot. You are going to find your purpose by doing what you already are into, what you're already doing. If your mind is telling you to, go into business, go into business. And if you do it for a while and you see that, okay, no, this business, I was wrong. And it's okay for you to be wrong. You know why? Because even that business that you're doing, there is a reason why God wanted you to do that business small before you leave it and move on to something else. See, I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of things. I've done tailoring. I've done forex trading. I've done which one? I've done flight attendant work. I've done a lot of things. Right now, I'm doing content. I'm doing business. I'm doing a lot of things. Who says you cannot be a lot of things at the same time? Some people will say, oh, jack of all trade, master of none. It's a lie. Jack of all trade. I stay one place. You don't even know what your life is about. You don't even know what you are doing. Some people are called to find their life purpose at a goal and then, keep at it. Some people, they are going to go through different phases, and it's okay. It's okay for you to go through different phases before you find that one thing that you are created for. And the truth is, once you find that thing, you will know, you will feel it. You are going to feel it at the deepest. You are going to find peace. You are going to find peace from within. So if you are a mother, you're a wife, you're a husband, your sole purpose, your only purpose is not just to be wives. It's not just to be mothers. It's part of it. It's part of it. But there's something more bigger. There is no marriage in heaven. The only marriage that is in heaven is the marriage between Jesus Christ and the church and the saints. So if you go up, you're not going to be asked about your marriage. You're going to be asked about what you were created for, what you were asked to come to earth for. So as a mom, as a woman, as a mom, as a woman, as you're, doing all the mommy duties, all the wifey duties, also remember to do the duty of humanity, the duty why you were created on this earth. Yes. Some people, their purpose is to help groom younger generation, be it younger men, younger women. Sometimes God lets you go through some diverse temptations. God lets you to go through diverse situations, so you are equipped, so you have a lot of resources to be able to take care of the things he wants you to take care of on earth. So you see, as you're going through, you go through this, you go through that, you go through this, you go through that. Don't see it as life happening to you. Life is happening for you to be able to take out any and every lessons that you need to forge ahead. That's what it is. So if you're thinking that finding your purpose will require you to be will require some things that are out of the ordinary, then you need to think again, because finding your purpose is just you doing what you are doing now well. Do it well. You're working for somebody, work for that person well. Some people, they have this habit of, oh, it's not your father's job now. Why are you doing it as if it's your father that owns the job? Whatever your hand finds to do it well. Because that is from that thing that you're doing, that is where you are going to be elevated to the next stage of your life, that will propel you to where you are called to serve. Because at the end of the day, finding your purpose is about service. There's no two ways about it. There's no how. Whatever it is you are doing in this life, the end result, the end goal is to serve people. Be it in service, you are going to serve. Be it in products, you are selling products, you are selling it to people. Non-profit organization, you are still going to be serving people, be it children, be it orphans. So everything in this life, whatever your purpose is, the main thing is you are going to be serving. So finding your purpose is service. Finding your purpose is service. No matter how big it is, no matter how small it is, it's still going to be channeled to a cause, people, events. So at the end of the day, everyone is called on this earth to serve. So wherever you find yourself that you're serving at the moment, and in your mind you're thinking, oh, this can't be my purpose, you might just be wrong. You might just be wrong. So the long and short of this life is, whatever you're called to do it well, and God will bless. God, Kukuma said, he said it in his word now. He said it in his word. The talent of a man will bring him before kings and queens, and not before men. So whatever you are doing, do it well. You are serving, you are selling for somebody, you are a nanny to somebody, you're a cleaner somewhere, you're selling in a fast food, you're a tech professional, you're a chef, you're a cook, you're a driver. Whatever your hands find it to do it well. Because at the end of the day, we are all called to serve humanity, be it in a large capacity, be it in a small capacity. Whatever the capacity is, the main goal is service. So wherever you find yourself serving at the moment, do it well. That's where your purpose lies. You might not know. It might just be a step to push you to where it is that God wants you to be. I hope this blessed somebody today. That's my time for today. For those people that joined, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you all for being a part of my today. And yeah, if you have not followed my channel, kindly do so. Follow my channel, and once in a while I come here to talk about different issues. Okay, today is finding our purpose, how to find our purpose. Okay, I hope this video bless you. I will see you in my next life or in my next video. My name is Gloria. Don't forget, keep living an amazing life. God loves you, and I love you too. I'll see you tomorrow or anytime. Bye bye.